Welcome, everyone, to the NFL Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. From ESPN's Wide World of Sports at Walt Disney World on a beautiful 70-degree afternoon in Central Florida, it's the NFC versus the AFC stars in a 5-event competition.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean McDonough. Welcome to the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. It's year 2 of this event, backed by popular demand after last year's inaugural event was a big hit with the fans and players. We wondered a year ago, how into this competition would the players be? We found out very early. These NFL stars were really into it. Their competitiveness is a big part of what makes them world-class athletes. And if they need a little extra motivation today, there is prize money at stake. The 10 members of the losing team will receive $10,000, while the winning team members will receive $17,500. The players will be tested in 5 unique challenges, a variety of skills on display. We'll start with precision passing, brought to you by EA Sports Madden 18. Then the Gridiron Gauntlet, the best hands competition. A new event this year, kick-tack-toe, featuring the best kicker in each of the 2 conferences. And again this season, we'll conclude with epic Pro Bowl dodgeball. The first 4 events worth 1 point apiece to the winning team. It'll likely come down to dodgeball, presented by Pepsi. But it all begins with precision passing. I'm joined on this year's broadcast by 3-time Pro Bowler Matt Hasselbeck. He's with today's quarterbacks.
Guys, who's the favorite to win this thing? You got a favorite?
Hopefully someone.
This guy, that's right. Hopefully, let's get a point on the board.
What do you guys think?
You know the Blues gonna win.
But do you have a person? Do you have one of these guys? Who's the favorite?
Hey, you're not in it. You're not in it.
Okay, we got Alex who's done it before. Is there a strategy here, Alex?
The kiss of death. No, you hit the target. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Don't think, throw.
Are you going for the big target, the small target?
I'm going big or going home.
Okay, go big or go home. You heard it here first. Let's see what these guys got. Back to you.
Our first competitor will be the Rams' Jared Goff in his 2nd season in the NFL. He was one of the breakthrough stories of the year. He's the first Rams quarterback to make the Pro Bowl since Mark Bulger in 2006, the #1 overall pick in the 2016 NFL draft. A year ago, it seemed hard to believe he'd be in the Pro Bowl, but he had a terrific year 2 under Sean McVay.
He sure did. And talking to some of his teammates this week, they can't say enough about how far these guys come from year 1.
And he's going deep early. The big point targets are furthest away. There are buckets in each corner worth 4 points apiece. Once you hit one target, you have to break through the paper to get the points. That target is dead. You don't get any more points if you hit it again. So if Goff can hit that target, he'll move on.
Well, they said they wanted to go big or go home. The danger is if you don't hit those, higher numbered targets early, you could be out in the cold at the end of this thing.
That's the 2-target metronome, about 20 yards downfield. If you hit those targets, break through the paper, they're worth 2 points apiece. The most points you can get is 5 on the cable target, suspended high in the air. He's going for a 3-pointer. 1 minute each competitor will have to hit as many of the targets as he can. And Goff's down inside of the final 5 seconds.
Well, Sean, he got the 5-pointer, which that was the one that they were saying looked difficult. He went for it, got it on his first try.
That's an excellent performance. 20 points in precision passing. That was the winning score a year ago by Phillip Rivers of the Chargers when he had 20. And as you said, hitting the 5-pointer is big.
Well, he hit it right in the middle, too. And, they went for those 4-pointers thinking that was the highest percentage throw for them because it is the bigger target. But he goes for that 5-pointer and nails it.
20 piece.
Each conference represented by 10 Pro Bowlers. For the NFC, the quarterbacks are Russell Wilson and Jared Goff, along with New Orleans rookie Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas of the Saints, Devontae Adams of Green Bay is a wide receiver. On defense, the Arizona Cardinals' Patrick Peterson with Mike Daniels of Green Bay, the Redskins' Ryan Kerrigan, Quan Alexander of Tampa Bay, and the NFC kicker is Carolina's Graham Gano. The AFC with Alex Smith and Derek Carr, the quarterbacks, the league's leading rusher, rookie Kareem Hunt from Kansas City, along with wide receivers Jarvis Landry of Miami, Keenan Allen of the Chargers. On defense, Jacksonville's Jalen Ramsey with Geno Atkins of Cincinnati, Denver's sackmaster Von Miller, Baltimore linebacker C.J. Mosley, and the AFC kicker is Chris Boswell. Next up, Oakland quarterback Derek Carr, making his 3rd straight Pro Bowl appearance. And like Goff before him, going for the 4-point target early and a couple of shots off the rim.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, Sean, I think Coach John Gruden might be tuning in and saying, hey, kid, how about some 1-pointers and 2-pointers and get that West Coast offense going?
You would think it's a fairly quarterback-friendly day here today, Matt. Not a lot of wind as we start the skill showdown.
Not a lot of wind, and Derek Carr, he get the both big targets, the 4-pointers and the 5-pointer. So even though he's only hit 3 targets, he hit the right 3, now the right 4.
Still at 16 points, needs 20 to match Goff. That's 3 more.
Here you go.
2-pointer to take the lead, goes for the 2-point target and misses again. Final 3 seconds, and he just does scrape one of the 2-point targets to take the lead. And right now, that is a Pro Bowl skill showdown precision passing record with 21 points.
Well, I think the important thing for both guys is they got that 5-pointer. You know, talking to them beforehand, they said, hey, that's going to be the most challenging one, but both guys nailed it, even though it's the most difficult throw. And now, down to the field to Lisa Salters.
All right, you guys, Derek, Jared, you guys started us off. Derek, I'm going to start with you. Our former coach, now your current coach, did he give you any advice for this event?
Let it rip. You know, he just told me go out there, have fun. You got to go big or go home. That's the only way to win it.
Now, Jared, you said that you were trying to go for the big targets as well, but you were egging him on. Miss it, miss it, miss it.
Yeah, at the end there, he had 19, I had 20, and he hit that last 2 to beat me, and I was a little upset.
Hey, but just something so you guys know. The winner last year, Phillip Rivers, won with 20. You guys already tied and beat him.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's
Nice
a lot
job,
of fun out here.
No, Russ is going to go beat Derek's score right here.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
We'll see if Russell Wilson can surpass Derek Carr's total. If he does not, the AFC is going to win the precision passing competition. 5 times a Pro Bowler. That is the Seahawks record. Well, 2 more than Matt Hasselbeck and Dave Craig.
Well, he's doing a lot better than all of us quarterbacks did, so keep it going, Russ.
Like his predecessors, going deep for the big point targets. Ball. Ooh.
This is Doug Baldwin territory here, Sean.
That's a good one. You see, there is a wall right in front of the quarterbacks. Last year, we had a major foot fault controversy. Phillip Rivers won despite being called for a foot fault, so they're making sure that doesn't happen with that short wall in front of the quarterbacks. Your fellow Seahawk is off to a rough start here, Matthew.
Not how you start, it's how you finish, Sean. He's got to hit one of these Jimmy Graham throws. Might be a
Needs
little
the 5-pointer now. Well, he's going after it again. No points for hitting the upright on the goalpost behind him. Although maybe we'll take that into consideration for next year. 8 points. Your thoughts?
Well, he didn't try for any of those 1-pointers, 2-pointers.
They're moving on me. They're moving on
thought
me.
we might get a little RPO action. You know, some of those shorter throws, higher completion percentages.
Next up, Alex Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs, off the best season of his career. A career high 4,042 passing yards and 26 touchdowns. And you'd think he'd be good in this competition. His completion percentage, 67.5, was 3rd in the NFL behind Drew Brees and Case Keenum. He's ready to go. No pressure on Alex Smith other than he wants to be the individual winner because the AFC has already won precision passing as a result of Derek Carr's 21 points.
And he comes out hot. You know, they said, hey, he's the vet, he's the favorite. He sure looks like it so far.
Be playing in his 3rd Pro Bowl. He's after that 5-pointer, dangling high above the goal line, about 30 yards downfield.
Come on.
Hit the rim of the 3-pointer and frustrated that he couldn't break through the paper.
Well, this could be for AFC West bragging rights here, Andy Reid and John Gruden.
Needs the 5-pointer now, under 20 seconds to go, and still 10 points behind his teammate, Derek Carr.
He's been right on that 5-pointer twice, but hasn't gotten it inside the circle. Got a little fumble here. Sean?
We're running out of time, but it isn't going to matter for the AFC because the AFC has won precision passing for the second straight year. Derek Carr with a competition high 21 points to edge Jared Goff by 1. Coming up next, eyes turn to the sky for the drone drop. Jarvis Landry of the Dolphins takes on the Cardinals' Patrick Peterson, followed by the debut of the Gridiron Gauntlet as the Pro Bowl Skill Showdown continues.
Imagine you're given a new car of your choice. There's only one catch. This is the last car you're ever going to get in your life. You would baby that car. Well, you don't just get one car in your life. You get one mind and one body. And it's what you do today that determines how your mind and body operates years from now.
Is this my car? State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Is this my car?
This is ridiculous!
This is ridiculous. Ah!
From car insurance to car loans, State Farm is here to help life go right.
We wrote the book on car pricing. For 90 years, we earned your trust as car value experts. Now, we're making you the expert with the Kelley Blue Book Price Advisor, a tool that analyzes what people actually paid for the car you want, so you can make sure you get into it for a fair price. Why pay more for your next car? Use Price Advisor, only from Kelley Blue Book.
Join the club. Sign up your newborn today.
He loves the camera, too. He has a lot of fun playing.
The Pro Bowl, Sunday, 2:50 Eastern, on ESPN and ABC.
I'm John Shrimpin with this NFL Network up-to-the-minute update presented by Verizon. For the third day in a row, Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski is listed as did not participate on New England's injury report. If the Super Bowl was Sunday, Gronk would be out. Good thing there is still 9 days to go. Gronkowski still in the league's concussion protocol from the hit he took to the head in the AFC Championship game. Tom Brady was back on the practice field, upgraded to a full participant after being limited on Thursday. Brady and the Pats were inside on Friday, but number 12 still wore gloves on both of his hands. Brady is expected to be good to go for Super Bowl 52. Carson Wentz will miss his first Super Bowl with the Eagles, but the second-year quarterback says he's going to do whatever he can to help the team. Wentz says he is feeling confident about his recovery from a season-ending knee injury, and his goal is to be ready for Week 1 next season. NFL Network Up to the Minute has been presented by Verizon.
The Pro Bowl Skill Showdown is underway as some of the most exciting players in football show off and have a little fun in the sun. Now it's on to the drone drop, this year included as an exhibition. Winning competitor will receive $10,000 for the charity of his choice. It's Jarvis Landry of the AFC winning the coin toss. He's elected to go first and will try to catch a ball falling from a drone 85 feet in the air. Well done.
This is a lot harder than it looks. And these guys got the sun. Look at the shadow that's caused by the player. You can tell how bright that sun is today.
Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals with the catch from 95 feet above. Now Jarvis Landry with the drone up to 120 feet above the NFL logo.
This ball's coming down like a knuckleball. Oh, right off the shoulder. Jarvis Landry with great speed and concentration to stick with that one. Excellent catch. Mentioned here, Jarvis Landry, the ball, you want it up above your waist. He gets it a little caught up too high on him right off the shoulder. That's going to leave a mark.
As with most things that fall from 120 feet from the sky. Great concentration, great speed on that long ricochet. Patrick Peterson missed on his first attempt from 130. Has to have this one. And cannot make the catch, and because it fell within the NFL shield, it counts as an attempt And Jarvis Landry is the winner of the drone drop. He'll receive $10,000 for the charity of his choice. Now it's on to the Gridiron Gauntlet, a new event this year. 5 players from each team will compete in a relay race designed to showcase strength, speed, and agility. The team with the fastest time wins 1 point for their conference. It'll start with a 40-yard dash with a parachute attached to your back. Jalen Ramsey getting ready to go for the AFC. And then, Matt, it's on to the fumble run.
That's right, Sean, the fumble run. Basically picking up 4 different fumbles and trying to get 30 yards downfield with all 4 balls in your control. And then over to the heavy bag push, which can't quite tell you how big or how heavy, but it looks too heavy for me.
Then on to the over-under. The competitors crawl under 4 tables and scale over 3 walls. The tables as low as less than 2 feet. The walls as high as 8.5 feet. And it'll conclude with a 40-yard dash without a parachute, the 5th leg of this relay race. So Jalen Ramsey will take part in the parachute run. C.J. Mosley will try to pick up all 4 of those fumbles, carry all 4 balls to the end of the 30-yard zone. Tag Geno Atkins will do the heavy bag push. You saw the over-under competitor, Von Miller, then Kareem Hunt will finish with the 40-yard dash.
It's interesting about the parachute. The faster you run, the more resistance you get. C.J. Mosley has got a tough job here. We've got a snap machine. Also, balls falling from the sky. You got to get through with all 4 balls in your control.
Tag Geno Atkins. Now there are 3 bags, and he has to push all 3 of them together. The lightest of the 3 is 250 pounds. The heaviest, 350. Now Von Miller, 4 tables to get under. The tallest, 2.5 feet, and the lowest, under 2 feet tall. The 3 walls are 7 feet, 8 feet, and 8.5 feet.
Luckily for the AFC, Von Miller is one of the best athletes in the game. Still, this wall doesn't look that easy.
Now under that table, less than 2 feet tall. He tags Kareem Hunt, the rookie out of the University of Toledo, through the smash wall with his teammates following him through. A time of 1 minute, 0.6 seconds. We're not sure historically if that's good or not, because they've never had the Gridiron Gauntlet before, but it felt pretty good.
These are some great athletes. C.J. Mosley picking up fumbles in the fumble run. This is actually one of the tougher obstacles in this obstacle course. Trying to get through that line. Does a fairly good job with it, though. And Von Miller, one of the best athletes in the game. You've seen him on Dancing with the Stars. You've seen him sacking quarterbacks, but now you've seen him climb this wall. If it's tough for Von Miller, you know that's tough. And Kareem Hunt, everybody likes to go through this wall. I don't know about Jalen Ramsey's technique, though. One of the best corners, cover corners in the game, but
didn't look like he was fully committed to that.
And you know what's funny? I've seen him tackle. He's a good tackler, so I don't know if he didn't want to land on his teammate or what it is.
One of the bright young stars in the NFL, Jalen Ramsey, just 23 years old in his 2nd season with the Jaguars, 1st team All-Pro this season. When we return, the NFC will run the Gridiron Gauntlet, headlined by rookie sensation Alvin Kamara of the Saints. And later, the event that could decide it all, Epic Pro Bowl Dodgeball, presented by Pepsi.
It's not the turbocharged engine or the panoramic sunroof. It's not the heated seats or the driver assistance features. No, our greatest feature is one you don't even see. For 20 years, a portion of every Hyundai sold has gone to Hope on Wheels to help find a cure for childhood cancer. $130 million later, Hope is our greatest feature, and it comes standard on every Hyundai.
That's 2 Whopper sandwiches, 2 crispy chicken sandwiches, or mix one of each for just $6. Only at Burger King.
Some of the ugliest, angriest apples make the best cider. Bittersweet apples have tannin. At Angry Orchard, we're using tannin to make a cider, and it's really complex and interesting. It's angry looking, but inside is great cider.
Thanks to you, Ace was recognized with its 11th straight J.D. Power Award for customer satisfaction.
To say thanks, we're giving you 20% off throughout the store.
And as always, the help is free.
Save 20% on select items this Friday through Sunday only.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Tens of millions of people have switched to unlimited on America's most awarded network.
Verizon?
Whoa, Vince, not yet. It's the network rated #1 in the nation by Root Metrics 8 times running.
Totally Verizon.
Vince! No.
We can see the sign. It's see-through.
I think they can definitely read it. That could be anything.
Vince, pull the thing up.
Wait. Look at that.
Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on. So switch to the best Unlimited on the most awarded network. Now buy select smartphones like the Google Pixel 2 and get one free.
Neil Lane designs for Hollywood's biggest stars. And at Kay, he designs for the star in your life.
This ring was inspired by an Art Deco design that goes back 100 years.
At Kay, the #1 jewelry store for...
Yes.
It's Super Bowl opening night.
Media Day, everybody's focused on you.
The game's biggest stars.
We're at the Super Bowl. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Super Bowl opening night. Fueled by Gatorade. Monday at 8. Live on NFL Network.
Football, baby, the whole world is watching all night long, man.
Coach, what's going on? I'm up here in the press box where I'm usually not.
Ain't no better place to be. Right here, right now.
NFL football, right here on NFL Network.
Around the clock, we make your morning.
The best hour of your life. We're going there.
Your Thursday nights.
The offense has arrived tonight.
That's how we roll here on Thursday Night Football.
We are all day, every day.
We start with the developing story.
We are the NFL's future.
Welcome to the NFL Draft. He's got Pro Bowl potential.
Present.
It's time to go, baby.
And past.
Any guy that touched the ball could score. Don't know what that feeling is like to walk off the field a Super Bowl champion.
We are where the season never ends.
That is what I'm talking about.
We are football.
Now the NFC has its chance on the Gridiron Gauntlet course. It'll begin with Ryan Kerrigan. He will handle the 40-yard parachute run. Patrick Peterson, 7 times a Pro Bowler, the Arizona Cardinals. He'll take part in the fumble run. Then Mike Daniels of the Green Bay Packers, the heavy bag push. Quan Alexander, the difficult over-under the tables, over the walls. And it'll conclude with the Saints' tremendous rookie, Alvin Kamara, with the 40-yard dash. The time to beat, 1 minute and 0.6 of a second, put up by the AFC. Off goes Kerrigan.
A little different strategy here. NFC going with some power with the defensive lineman Kerrigan.
2 of these balls coming out of Jugs guns at ground level. The other 2 falling from boxes in the sky. Very well done by Peterson.
Very well. Patrick Peterson, one of the best ball hawks in the game, showed there.
Mike Daniels showing his power. Tags Quan Alexander, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Quan Alexander did not seem intimidated by this before the race.
Didn't even use the rope there to help him if he needed it. No rope on this last wall.
Fatigue might be setting in.
They're in great shape. 16 seconds to run 40 yards. I like Kamara's chances. Here come his NFC teammates as they win the Gridiron Gauntlet.
Alvin Kamara could have backpedaled into that thing. Impressive by the NFC.
50 seconds, more than 10 seconds better than the AFC. The NFC gets the point for the Gridiron Gauntlet. And this Pro Bowl skills showdown is now tied at 1 point apiece.
Well, interesting move here. I wonder if I could credit Derek Brooks for this decision to put a D lineman on the parachute run. And then really Patrick Peterson. I got to say he won it for his team with this performance in Fumble Alley. Really couldn't have done a better job than he did.
Some of it is the luck of the bounce. He got a nice, friendly hop with that last of the 4 footballs.
And then they finished strong. The last 3 guys to go did their job. But like I said, it was Patrick Peterson and then Alvin Kamara that got to have all the fun.
Now let's go to Lisa Salters with the winning team.
Thank you, Sean. NFC, you guys showed out. You beat them by 10 seconds. Now, first, the guys in the booth, they want to know whose decision was it to start the parachute run with a D lineman going for that power? Whose decision was that? Coach?
Looking at the, the chart and how we matched up, I made an executive decision, but they had to buy in. They had to buy in.
What did you think when it came to you to do it?
I wasn't too high on it initially. I saw I had to run against Jalen Ramsey. I wasn't feeling too good about it, but we got the win, so.
Oh, you guys showed out, but I was told that, Patrick, you really won this event with the fumble recovery. Tell me, what was your strategy for that?
You know, I take pride off my hand-eye coordination, and they played off for me today.
All right, NFC, congratulations.
All right, Lisa, credit, as Matt said, to Derek Brooks, one of the Legends coaches for the NFC, along with Warwick Dunn, for the strategy that paid off handsomely. And this Pro Bowl skill showdown now tied at 1 with best hand kick-tack-toe and the truly epic Pro Bowl dodgeball presented by Pepsi still to come. Stay with us as the Pro Bowl skill showdown continues. Up next, the top wide receivers take the stage for bragging rights in the best hands competition.
He dominated the college football season. Now, Baker Mayfield is out to leave one more mark.
Awesome. The kid is just finishing with an exclamation point.
The Reese's Senior Bowl, tomorrow at 2:30, only on NFL Network.
With pizza as good as Papa John's, you need a dessert to match. Introducing our new salted caramel desserts, topped with sweet and salty caramel flavored icing. Try our new salted caramel brownie or chocolate chip cookie today.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Neil Lane designs for Hollywood's biggest stars. And at Kay, he designs for the star in your life.
This ring was inspired by an Art Deco design that goes back 100 years.
At Kay, the #1 jewelry store for...
Yes.
With TurboTax, there's no drama uploading your W-2. Just take a little photo of it. No kerfuffle. See? Nothing to be afraid of at all.
Intuit TurboTax.
Thanks to you, Ace was recognized with its 11th straight J.D. Power Award for customer satisfaction.
To say thanks, we're giving you 20% off throughout the store.
And as always, the help is free.
Save 20% on select items this Friday through Sunday only.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Critics and audiences agree. 12 Strong is everything a modern-day war epic should be.
This is from the towers.
Smart and emotionally charged.
We're fighting with horsemen against tanks.
Oh, God. It's a true story that needs to be told. 12 Strong. Rated R.
Hi. I'm the one clocking in when you're clocking out. Sensing your every move and automatically adjusting to help you stay effortlessly comfortable. I can also help with this. Does your bed do that? Oh, I don't actually talk, though I'm smart enough to. I'm the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Let's meet at a Sleep Number store.
They appear out of nowhere, my secret visitors.
Hallucinations and delusions, the unknown parts of living with Parkinson's.
What plots they unfold, but only in my mind.
Over 50% of people with Parkinson's will experience hallucinations or delusions during the course of their disease. If your loved one is experiencing these symptoms, talk to your Parkinson's specialist. There are treatment options that can help.
My visitors should be the ones I want to see.
Know what makes retirement less scary? Getting a check every month. With an income annuity from New York Life, you pay some money up front and then get checks for the rest of your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks. Be good at life, New York Life.
Our man Matt Hasselbeck, certainly familiar with competitions of this type. We flash back to 2006 in Hawaii when Matt won the quarterback's on-the-mark challenge at the Pro Bowl. We're told it was a test of mobility and accuracy. I'm not sure we've seen either yet, but Matt proved to be more mobile than, among others, Michael Vick, and more accurate than, among others, Peyton Manning, which raises the question, my friend, how bad were the other guys?
Wow.
We saw the video of that.
Well, with friends like you, who needs enemies? I will say that was on a beach in Hawaii, so there was a little bit of wind. You buying that or not?
A lot of bit of wind, I would guess, based on what we saw. But in all seriousness, if that's possible here today, what are these guys feeling as they take part in these situations? Are they excited about it, the competitiveness coming out?
Yeah, well, they're just here to have fun. I think it's fun to have your helmet off and be with other great players in your game. But at the same time, it's like playing a round of golf with your buddies. You're having fun, but when it's your turn to go up and hit that ball, you know, laser focus, you do the best that you can, and ultimately you're trying to have bragging rights over your friends.
The third competition, the best hands, presented by EA Sports Madden NFL 18. 4 receivers, 2 from each conference, will catch a series of passes at a sequence of targets downfield. This will happen as quickly as possible. The designated targets require a specific style of catch, as you'll see as they go. The receiver with the fastest time wins the individual challenge, and his conference is awarded the 1 point. And, Matt, pressure on both the receiver, it is best hands, but also these quarterbacks, starting with Jared Goff. If you don't make a good throw, he can't catch the ball.
Absolutely. This is the most teamwork that you'll see in all these events. I mean, the receiver can't do his job unless the quarterback's on point. You want that one-handed throw to be a high ball. It's a lot easier to catch when it's above your shoulder.
That was the sideline catch. There's a line on the field simulating the sideline. This is over the shoulder.
Oh, my God.
That was apparently not over the shoulder. They were very easy with the interpretation of over the shoulder last year. They're going to tighten it up this year.
And talking to the quarterbacks, that was the throw that they felt was going to be the toughest throw. Again, on the one-handers, get that ball up, help the guy out.
This is new this year. 9-foot wall. They have to throw it above the wall, and the throw and catch obviously have to be timed perfectly. Sideline catch again.
We'll take it.
They circle back to the beginning. 13 targets in all. It's going to end with a diving catch, and that's a new wrinkle from a year ago.
And fatigue sets in this drill. I actually did this course yesterday with a kid in the Yankees farm system. And I'll tell you what, Sean, we were both tired by the end of it.
Well, you're well past your athletic prime. These guys are still in it. Davante Adams, the Packers' leading receiver this year with 74 catches, needed only 1 try at the diving catch, and that could be key because he would have had to get up, go back out, and dive again, and that's a time killer. A minute 16.2, the time for Davante Adams of the NFC. That was pretty tough right there. That looked like a good over-the-shoulder catch, and they waved it off.
Well, just for consistency, we don't know what a catch is in the NFL. We don't know what an over-the-shoulder catch is here at the Skills Challenge.
Goff happy he should. That looked like a pretty solid performance.
Bad call by the ref on that one. An over-shoulder. He told me my feet was out. I don't know about all that, but we're going to see what happened, though.
First receiver in the best hands competition for the AFC, Keenan Allen of the Chargers, playing in his first Pro Bowl this weekend. That after missing virtually all of 2016 with a knee injury. What a year he had. A franchise record 102 catches for the Chargers. And think of all the great receivers they've had in franchise history. Alex Smith of Kansas City will be his quarterback. Alex threw to the winner of this event last year, Jarvis Landry of the Dolphins. Well, they ruled that a catch. NFC Legends coach is already upset.
Well, that catch did not survive the ground there, Sean.
Is that an over-the-shoulder catch? Yes, a diving over-the-shoulder catch.
And a nice one.
That's a juggle. I'll tell you what, they're giving him everything.
The old lick-the-glove technique worked for him there, Sean.
Over the 9-foot wall. Both teams executed that very well.
Now, go, go, go!
They said that wasn't a sideline catch. So
wrong sideline.
Like a better catch than the last one when he juggled it falling across the sideline. Over the shoulder. Use your own interpretation here, apparently. It's a hard one. It's a 30-yard throw, the longest for Alex Smith. And they are now running out of time. Minute 16.2, the time posted by Davante Adams. Has to be a one-handed catch, and you cannot trap it against your body.
Hey, this is just proof that fatigue is real and it is set in. These are two of the greatest in the game. Keenan Allen, for sure, can't seem to get a one-handed catch.
What is it going to matter now? This is just for his own amusement and for that of this big crowd that's packed into ESPN's Wide World of Sports.
I told you, Sean, the fatigue is real.
He will not complete this competition. Did not have the diving catch and has no desire to get back up and try that again. The clock, however, continues to run. I don't know how it'll go into the record books.
DNF.
Yeah, or infinity. Maybe he'll come back next year.
It's like the Olympics when someone comes out of the track and helps someone who's struggling finish the finish line.
Oh, I think he's going to go back. Now, what a performance. This is courageous along the lines of Willis Reed. Whoops. You need a little altitude at the start of that mat. I think when you just run into the beginning of it and fall on your face before you get to that line, that is the catch line. You have to be in the air as you catch it.
You can't see straight.
Lisa, they both need a nap. Lisa Salter.
I was in a good rhythm. Everything was going good. And then I dropped the ball. I lost it.
Did you, how much of a factor was you were just plain tired?
Oh, man, my arm, my forearms hurt. I don't catch one-hand passes.
And you still haven't made the diving catch. You need to go back.
I'm done. I'm done. And then my mic came off.
Better luck next time. Better luck next time, Boo.
I'll take that one on the forehead. Big L, man.
The next competitor for the NFC in the best hands competition, Michael Thomas of the New Orleans Saints. The first Saints receiver to be selected to the Pro Bowl since Joe Horn in 2004. Russell Wilson will throw the passes, and he needs to be more precise than he was in the precision passing when he was not precise at all.
Well, he's a competitor. I know he's been waiting for this drill ever since he didn't perform so well in the first one, but he's got a nice big target to throw to here. This will be the critical throw, the over-the-shoulder catch.
Too far?
There it is. Nope, not deemed an over-the-shoulder catch. That one is. Now the sideline grab. Well done.
One hand. One hand.
One hand was a big problem for Keenan Allen, not for Thomas. Off to a terrific start as he now reverses the course.
And like we saw with Keenan Allen, the fatigue setting in is absolutely a factor for these guys on the way back.
Michael Thomas, the nephew of our colleague Keyshawn Johnson.
One hand.
Time to beat with his teammate Devontae Adams is 1:16.2, and he is going to smash that. Terrific diving catch. 102 flat for Michael Thomas. 196 catches in his first 2 NFL seasons for Thomas. That is the NFL record for most catches in his first 2 years, and very impressive in his first go-round in the best hands competition.
Very impressive, and no surprise, measured 10.5 size hands coming out of Ohio State. Only 1 drop this entire season on 144 targets, so he made it look easy. The entire course, front and back, well done.
And well done by you. Nobody has prepared to broadcast the Pro Bowl Skill Showdown like you, Mr. Hasselbeck.
The more you know, Sean.
Jarvis Landry coming up next. The time to beat, 1 minute, 2 seconds. Well, last year, with Alex Smith throwing to him, his time was 52.6. It was a shorter and easier course. You didn't have the wall to leap over, and you didn't have the diving catch at the finish. But he just did beat the time of Odell Beckham Jr., one of his best friends and college teammate, who ran out to tackle him after he finished in 52.6, just ahead of Beckham's 52.8. Will we have that kind of drama again this year?
No doubt one of the biggest moments of his life, Sean, right here.
One-hand catch with the throw from Derek Carr, no problem. Good sideline etiquette there as well. Now the always interesting over the shoulder. Sideline again. Flawless execution so far.
These two fellow second-round picks back in the 2014 draft. Probably not the first time they've played catch together, even though they're not regular teammates.
Third Pro Bowl for Jarvis Landry.
My bad.
Dolphins wide receiver to earn 3 or more Pro Bowl selections. The great Paul Warfield, Mark Clayton, 5 each. Mark Duper with 3.
That one's good.
Carr critiquing his own throws.
You better hustle up, though, Sean.
Under 10 seconds to go now. And the dive, no! Can he get back up? He's not going to be able to do it. By the time he gets back up, he says he has it. The officials say no. And Jarvis Landry is not going to defend his title, although there could be some controversy here. Well, this was it. He had to have it on the first try. There wasn't time for another, and clearly he did not make the catch. We did not need to go back to New York for a replay review.
Michael, did you think that your time was going to hold with Jarvis up?
I know how great hands this guy has right here, so I knew he was going to put up a challenge. I knew we were going to have to come out here and compete, but it was fun.
It came down to the last catch. Had he made it, his time would have beaten yours. What were you thinking when he got to the last station?
I would have been proud if he won, but we were just competing and having fun.
Well, congratulations to you as the winner. Jarvis, you were so close as the defending champ. What happened on that last catch?
I lost to a good man today. Man. He put up a good time, and just a little different than last year. I feel like the distance was a little further, but you know, it was good competition, fun. Keep it in the family. Yeah, we kept it in the family. I passed the torch to the right man.
Congratulations to both of you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks.
The sportsmanship on display today, truly overwhelming. The NFC has taken the lead for the first time today as they capture Best Hands presented by EA Sports Madden NFL 18, thanks to this spectacular grab by Michael Thomas. But there's still time for the AFC. Kick-tack-toe and epic Pro Bowl dodgeball next.
Just because you're cooking at home doesn't mean you can't travel the globe. Plated is the meal kit for people who love food. So you can explore the world without ever leaving your kitchen. Our diverse menus include 20 globally inspired chef-designed recipes and 2 delicious desserts every week. And our flexible plans fit every table and schedule. Get everything you need to make amazing dinners in one completely customized box. From pre-portioned, high-quality ingredients to easy-to-follow recipe cards, so you can create home-cooked meals that will impress your entire family. Let Plated be your passport to unforgettable dinners every week. Get 25% off your first 4 weeks at plated.com/25x4.
He loves the camera, too. He has a lot of fun playing.
The Pro Bowl, Sunday, 2:50 Eastern, on ESPN and ABC.
The Patriots have done it, AFC champions. Now get the gear and join your team with the official trophy collection. Get the hats and shirts the players wore on field when they won the AFC trophy. They earned the right to be called AFC champions, and now you can bring home the glory. Get it now at NFLshop.com.
Third down and 6. Brady in the gun. Brady takes the snap. 4-man rush. He's pressured. He throws down the middle. A touchdown! You got me like, you got me like, and ooh, with all the things you do.
The 2018 Pro Bowl, where the best meet the next. Get your tickets now.
Hey, some of the best hands in the nation, man, in the world right there.
Are you going for the big target, the small target?
I'm going big, going home.
There you go.
Get one, get one. Hey,
okay. Listen.
I'm sorry, bro. Too strong for that bag. My forearm's rough. I can't squeeze the ball no more, dog.
Sean McDonough, Matt Hasselbeck, Lisa Salters back at ESPN's Wide World of Sports just outside Orlando, Florida. It's the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. Another new event this year is kick-tack-toe. Kicker representing each Pro Bowl team will be trying to kick balls through the tic-tac-toe grid, just like your classic tic-tac-toe competition. You can hit a square. That square belongs to you. If you get 3 in a row, you win. And if nobody gets 3 in a line, the player who gets 5 out of the 9 will be the winner of this kick-tack-toe competition. So here is Chris Boswell of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll each get 2 kicks from 45 yards, and then they'll move up 10. Going for the right side of the grid, and it did not go through.
That's like me on the golf course trying to hit through some trees. They say it's 90% air. Somehow I get the branch.
There was the advantage of going first, because if there were no misses at all, and obviously you win 5-4, the AFC captains did a great job with the coin toss to go first in this competition. Jason Taylor and LaDainian Tomlinson. Graham Gano now of the Carolina Panthers, and that one is through. There will be a blue flag that falls down to tell you which target he hit, and he hit the top right.
Well, this is a good kick, and he goes top right corner, which, as you know, Sean, in tic-tac-toe, that's a great place to start.
The early lead belongs to Gano. Boswell wasting no time, misses the entire grid wide to the right.
Maybe Boswell just needs more pressure. This year with the Steelers, he had 4 game winners. Maybe there's just not quite enough pressure on him at this point in the competition.
First Steelers kicker in the Pro Bowl since Gary Anderson in 1993. They did have the option, by the way, of having somebody hold the ball for them or using the place-kicking practice holder. Ball must be on the turf. That one, whoa.
Man, close.
Unfortunate. Looks like it could have gone through any number of the squares.
Well, I would love to know from Graham Gano what he thinks the strategy is. If he is actually, in fact, aiming for that top left square, that's very impressive.
That went through. Or did it go over the entire thing? We're told it went over the entire thing. Here's Gano wasting no time. Wow.
Again, this is like me on the golf course, Sean. I can't say I'm ready to throw rocks from my glass house.
It's looking more and more like your golf game as we go. Due to time constraints, this may conclude on ESPN 8 The Ocho. That one appeared to go through from our vantage point. We are, as you can tell by our commentary, in an obstructed view situation here, relying heavily on the monitors. That's the first one posted by Boswell. And how about that line drive through the lower left by Gano? Now being he at the middle, he'll have kick-tack-toe.
Well, this is an excellent kick. Reminds me of a soccer penalty kick, kind of going that low left corner. Very well down by Graham Gano.
I think that would be a fun wrinkle next year. Like a penalty kick, let the opposing kicker head the ball out of the way if he can get up on the grid fast enough. They're going for the middle. Shortened stroke by Boswell. Did he get it? Apparently he did. Gano gives him a high five. Yes, there's the block, and now Boswell could win with 3 in a row across the middle. Gano will undoubtedly be going for that middle left spot. The AFC trying to tie it at 2 points per conference as we head to Epic Dodgeball. It will all come down to the dodgeball, no matter who wins this kick-tack-toe. Looked like he rocketed it through for the block. Perhaps Rose Marie could be sitting in that square.
No bigger kick in this young man's life.
That's right. You know, Boswell was out in the backyard as a kid dreaming of being in the kick-tack-toe, even though it was not even a thought in anybody's mind at the time.
You know, in all seriousness, though, Sean, I will say that when you get into competitions like this, with your friends, with the best of the best, and it doesn't feel like work, kind of feels more fun, it's something you would do in the backyard as a kid, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes with beating your buddy in these types of situations.
Gano again for the win, and it is good. Graham Gano of the Carolina Panthers. He and John Casey, the only Panthers place kickers to make the Pro Bowl, and he has his name in the history books forever as the winner of the first kick-tack-toe competition. And next, it's winner-take-all with 3 points up for grabs in epic Pro Bowl dodgeball presented by Pepsi.
Thanks to you, Ace was recognized with its 11th straight J.D. Power Award for customer satisfaction.
To say thanks, we're giving you 20% off throughout the store.
And as always, the help is free.
Save 20% on select items this Friday through Sunday only.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
How do you win at business? Stay at La Quinta, where we're changing with stylish makeovers. Then, at your next meeting, set your seat height to its maximum level. Bravo, tall meeting man. Start winning today. Book now at lq.com.
Introducing the next revolution from Sam Adams, Sam 76. It took over 60 trials and 13,000 hours to perfect this union of lager and ale, giving you refreshing craft flavor like nothing you've tasted before. Sam 76. Fill your glass.
Now, TurboTax has CPAs who can review your return with you.
I checked it, ma'am. You're good to go.
See? Nothing to be afraid of at all. Ow. Ow.
Intuit TurboTax.
New year, new phones for the family. Join T-Mobile, and when you buy one of the latest Samsung Galaxy phones, get a Samsung Galaxy S8 free.
Spectacular!
Plus, unlimited family plans come with Netflix included.
Universal Technical Institute is now training students for future positions in the transportation industry. If you have a passion for putting machines to the test, UTI is ready for you with over $15 million in sponsored scholarships this year. We build our programs with the leading names in the business, so you can learn the professional skills you need in classrooms like these. Visit uti.edu to find out about programs, campuses, and financial aid. Contact us today to enroll.
I love you, a booster and a peck. You bet your birdie neck I do.
While other insurance companies just see a house, State Farm sees the home you've worked really hard for.
The second year in a row, it all comes down to the epic Pro Bowl dodgeball presented by Pepsi at the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. The NFC leads 3-1, but unless you get swept in the first 4 events, there's always a chance in the dodgeball because dodgeball is worth 3 points. All 10 players from each team participate. It's good old-fashioned dodgeball. Throw a ball, hit the opponent, he's out. If he catches it, you're out. You can't hit the opponent in the head. Already, we have some casualties as they ran up to grab the 5 balls available to each team. Alex Smith went out almost immediately for the AFC. All he can do is stand on the side and watch. Chris Boswell throws pretty well for a kicker.
I take offense to that statement on behalf of the kickers, Sean.
C.J. Mosley, who knew he was a lefty, his ball was caught, so he's gone. NFC won this last year in dramatic fashion, and they have the early advantage. All 10 of their players still alive. They're going to play for a minute, and then there's an official timeout. Give the Legends coaches time to offer some advice based on their years of experience in epic Pro Bowl dodgeball. The AFC seems quite tentative. Ooh, there's a catch. Russell's out. That should be the case. There was a catch. For the second year in a row, we have major controversy at the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. They're going to sort it out during the timeout. Ooh. Well, it was Von Miller who made the catch for the AFC. Well, here's where there's some controversy. Von Miller made a catch, so somebody needs to be out for the NFC. Now, he did get hit shortly thereafter, and he should be out, too. And that is what has happened. Alvin Kamara threw a ball that Miller caught, so Alvin Kamara is out, but then Jared Goff hit Miller, so Von Miller's out. Play resumes. Oh, an immediate casualty. Geno Atkins.
Geno Atkins is out, and go back to that Goff throw. Cross-court winner to get Von Miller out. That was a nice throw.
Good use of highly technical dodgeball terms by you, Matt. Your preparation again. As epic as this competition. Some penetration across the neutral zone there to take balls away from the AFC. Not sure that's legal, but it's gone uncalled. You're not cheating, you're only cheating yourself.
Well, the defensive players would tell you if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Chris Boswell is out. It's surprising to some that the kickers have lasted as long as they have. But Graham Gano, considered by many to be kind of a wild card in this competition.
Well, he was the kicker once upon a time for the Las Vegas Locomotives. So there's rumors out there that he once upon a time played a lot of dodgeball in his free time.
Jalen Ramsey's gone as there was a catch. And now the AFC down to 2, Kareem Hunt and Jarvis Landry, who always seems to be in the center of the action.
Well, as you know, Sean, the 5 Ds of dodgeball. You got dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Jarvis Landry, excellent at all of those.
Jalen Ramsey fired a ball from the sideline. That is really out of the spirit of this competition. Good deflection with his ball by Jarvis Landry.
And Kareem Hunt was able to get Jared Goff out, one of the better throwers. I think that's got to be the strategy. You got to take out the guys with the best arms on the other side.
Ooh, Patrick Peterson could not make the catch, and he's gone. And now it is 3 left for the NFC. Mike Daniels, Graham Gano, and Ryan Kerrigan. Another good deflection by Jarvis Landry.
Well, like I said, Sean, getting rid of Patrick Peterson, you know about those quarterback competitions that he always wins up there in Arizona. This is big. Now you got 2 D linemen and a kicker for the NFC.
Oh, Kareem Hunt, sidewinding delivery.
It's hard to imagine that Jarvis Landry and Kareem Hunt have ever been in an athletic competition this big in their entire lives.
Ryan Kerrigan, he made a catch, but he lost his own ball. The NFC is celebrating, but by the rules of Epic Pro Bowl dodgeball, it is Kerrigan who should be out here, and this might be premature celebration on the part of the NFC.
There spells controversy right here. I can't spell it, but I can say it.
Here it is. He catches the ball thrown by Landry, but you have to retain possession of your own ball, and that gets trumped. So it's going to be Kerrigan who is out.
Caught the ball. Should be out.
Well, sorry, Ryan Kerrigan, you do not get to make your own rules at Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. He did catch a ball, but in essence, Jarvis Landry knocked Kerrigan's ball out of his hands. Therefore, Kerrigan is out, and that is the correct ruling. So now it's just Jarvis Landry remaining for the AFC. 2 players left for the NFC, Mike Daniels and Graham Gano.
Obviously.
They have shrunk the court by about 40%. Do you like the wide receiver, 1 against 2, because it is a kicker and a defensive line on the other side? Where's the advantage? You think that makes it pretty even?
This is a Cinderella story already. A D lineman and a kicker. The last 2 men standing here against Jarvis Landry.
Who has the advantage?
I mean, I think 2-on-1's got to be the advantage. Don't sleep on Mike Daniels. This guy was a 2,000. He rushed for over 2,000 yards as a running back in high school. Don't hate him now just because he's a big guy. He can do more than just run the football.
Landry gets Daniels. Gano fires. Now it's Gano against Landry. Ooh, Gano showing a very good arm. Landry with a ball in his hand. Gano dodges. Oh, Gano, what an athlete he is. And he just missed. Landry now with Gano.
Gano ice in his veins.
And Gano has to be careful not to go over that back line. You can't go out of that yellow square now with the court shrunk. This is truly epic. We couldn't call it Epic Pro Bowl dodgeball if it was not epic. And I have been overwhelmed by the athleticism of Graham Gano.
These are the moments you live for, Sean.
Not quite sure why they're waiting. Gano has 2 balls in his hand. And it's a catch by Landry to win it for the AFC. Some of the best hands in the NFL, and he needed both of them to secure the victory for the AFC. A valiant effort by Graham Gano, but for the 2nd year in a row, Jarvis Landry of the Miami Dolphins is one of the stars of the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown.
Epic comeback by Average Joe. I mean, the AFC, but Graham Gano, 2 straight on the fastball. Too easy of a catch for Jarvis Landry. This man's got great hands. Jarvis Landry with the win for the AFC. Lisa.
Thank you very much. Wow, AFC, that was incredible. Jarvis, you were outnumbered 2-1.